Why hasn't my boyfriend made a Black Lives Matter post? Oh my god, think of the crybabies. Think of the snowflakes. Maybe because he doesn't want to, he doesn't have to, and he doesn't even need to. Look, this stuff is happening. I don't know if this is a real post. Sometimes these things are played up, right? Sometimes they're played up and exaggerated. But here we go. Let's look at this. What is your opinion of the importance of a main post on Instagram during this revolution? See, this is why I don't think it's real. I think this is written by some sort of SJW, someone really woke and putting this in, but whatever. I've told my boyfriend twice. The other reason why I think it's fake, because someone this woke couldn't possibly have a boyfriend. She would have to be lesbian or single. Come on. Anyway, I told my boyfriend twice that it makes me uncomfortable that he hasn't yet made a permanent post on his Instagram about Black Lives Matter on Instagram. You said that. Edit this stuff. Both times he got very upset. He said I was putting so much importance on it and that it minimized his other efforts like protesting. This isn't making any sense. What, he's woke too and he's protesting? What? I don't get it. Anyway, we've gone to several protests together, and I agree that protesting is important. But why hasn't he done this one simple thing to show the people who follow him that he's an ally? Hold on here. This can't be real. Because if this soy boy is going with his girlfriend to protest for Black Lives Matter, the George Floyd protest, why wouldn't he just put up a Black Lives Matter post? I'm pressing X to doubt on this whole thing. I think this question is probably written by an editor using some sort of fake name or something. This can't be real, right? It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I told him that I think his white fragility, put that in there to plug the book by Robin DiAngelo, is that her name? Horrible book. White fragility? No. That Robin chick, when she wrote that book, that is about her. There's literally a part in White Fragility where she talks about how there was a party or some sort of picnic where she couldn't sit with her white people. She had realized that she had to sit with the black people, and that troubled her. Because newsflash right there, stop right there. You might be racist, Robin, the author of White Fragility. She just showed herself to have some sort of bias, some sort of prejudice right there. I wouldn't have a problem sitting with a bunch of brothers and sisters. I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. Jesus Christ. Anyway, he says he's posting every day to his stories and reading and learning and protesting almost every day. He told me he's having difficult conversations with his family. He also said he realizes that he has white fragility, but he doesn't like me guilt tripping him. Okay, who is this person? Is he like not full woke? He's kind of woke. I mean, if you're going to the protests, getting COVID for the protests, I hate to say it, you're pretty woke, right? But isn't the point of the movement to hold each other accountable? If you saw me not being actively anti-racist, I would which means anti-white. That means anti-white. Actively anti-racist anymore means anti-white. Change my mind. Good luck. I would certainly want to call me out. I want him to call his friends out. I've checked their pages, and so many of them aren't posting. Oh, what a Karen. What a goddamn fucking Karen, if this person is even real. This is the first time my boyfriend and I have had a major conflict around something political. We share beliefs and values, and even though we are raised in conservative small towns, we're both very liberal. He's anti-Trump, and he's usually open to conversations about feminism. Oh, gay. And what women have been through? Okay. Like, what's the plight of women now, right? What is the plight of women now? Get catcalled? Most of you chicks don't even get catcalled. What are you talking about? And a lot of y'all, come on, y'all like it. It's a boost of self-esteem. You like it. People love getting attention. Come on, whatever. Women are harsher to other women, by the way. That's the real plight of women. What other women do to other women? Slut shaming? Oh, god damn. Other women are on that stuff. Hardcore. Anyway, I think silence is really dangerous, and it scares me that he doesn't want to be more vocal on his main page where lots of people can see his beliefs. He is a white male living in an extremely racist country. America is not as racist as these people make it out to be. Have they looked at other countries? Have they looked at other countries? China flat out kicked black people out of businesses because of fear of COVID. Because they're racist. They'll beat them up on the street too because they're racist. Africa still enslaves other Africans because, I mean, what do you want me to say? They're racist? Yeah, they're racist. They don't care about their own. They don't. Some of them don't anyway. Let's see, how does Cuba look at black people? Not very fondly. Not very fondly. Go down to South America. Not treated very fondly. I mean, there's a lot of racism in a lot of these countries. America's one of them that's really trying to move forward and make progress. When something like George Floyd happens, which shouldn't have happened, I get it, people are outraged, and police brutality. Okay, let's talk about that. But instead of talking about police brutality, the reaction is, let's dig into our old wounds and talk about all the dirt that has happened in the past because somehow that's going to make things better. No, that's not going to make anything better. No, that's like getting an argument with your wife or your girlfriend and she's digging up all the shit you've already been through. All the shit you've already been through, she's digging up. She's digging up. Like, we've already talked about that. We had counseling about that. We went through therapy about that. We've moved past that. We made promises with each other, and we've been staying true with those promises. But this little thing happened that has nothing to do with this other stuff. Ah, man. You know? That's what it's like. That's what it's like. Anyway, America's not the racist country to make it out to be. I should also mention that my boyfriend is a photographer with a substantial following, so it's not like his post would go just out to a few hundred acquaintances. He has several thousand followers, many of whom look up to him, and I can't help but wonder if they're noticing his silence too. He has a platform. I want him to use it. Why won't he do this? Maybe he doesn't want to use it. Maybe he doesn't want to use a stupid platform to promote it, which, honestly, if he's this woke at going to protest and having these difficult conversations, maybe he's woke, but he has business sense knowing that, you know, I don't want to really put it on my business page, okay? Like, business is business. It's about photography. That's what it is. But if you talk to me personally, I'll get into it. You know, I have no problem with that. That's fine. This person is literally being a Karen for that. And the slogan, silence is violence, that's going to get people into a lot of trouble with other arguments. Silence is violence? Oh, okay. Whatever. Or even worse, silence is consent for the violence? Ooh, man. Man, there's going to be some problems with that too. It's bullying people by pressure so that you say the same thing. And here's the thing about Black Lives Matter. And you can find even black people becoming aware of this and speaking out about it. It's not just me. It's not just some white guy on YouTube. Because I understand the optics doesn't look too good. Black Lives Matter isn't the wholesome movement you think it is. You can't really... It's very clever. You can't attack it because the optics doesn't look good and people just call you racist. But there's some underlying dirt and some other narratives going along with Black Lives Matter. It's not about just black lives. No. You go to the Black Lives Matter website, you could see what they're pushing. They're pushing Marxist crap. They're asking to dismantle the black families even more, to really push up black mothers and let's forget about black fathers. I mean, they're not important, right? Focusing on other things like LGBT things, which fine, I guess, do that if you are an LGBT movement. But what does that have to do with black lives? What does that have to do with black lives? Right? And you ask for things that aren't going to make Black lives any better, like abolishing the police completely. Have you seen what's happening? Homicide is going up. Homicide is going up in Atlanta, New York, Chicago, LA. You know who's doing it? I hate to say the cliche, but it's black on black. People say black on black doesn't exist. That crime, that doesn't exist. That's goofy. That's weird. Because it happens. What do you mean it doesn't exist? Right now, Atlanta, most of the people shooting each other are other Black Lives Matter protesters shooting at other Black Lives Matter protesters. So how do you explain that one? You know why that's happening? Because there's no police presence there. They can't police. They can't be, the police have to be able to lay down authority. They have to be able to execute the law, be able to arrest people, be able to, and they're going to have to use some force to do that. They are. Right now, the police are not allowed to do anything. So people could shoot each other and do whatever they want, rape each other, and no one's going to stop them. Right? How is that going to empower and enrich the black community? How is that? How is that? How is getting the police out of black schools going to help? Do they want school shootings? They want more school shootings? Is that what they want? Because that sounds like what they want. That's what they're going to get. That's what they're going to fucking get. Okay? Do they not care about black kids, black boys, and black little girls? They probably don't, because they're advocating for them to die. I know I'm getting like hyperbolic here, but that's what's going to happen. We know that's what's going to fucking happen. So, I mean, you could look at the stuff that they're asking for on all the photos. You can see the signs right there. Everyone just do surface level stuff. And even from that, you can draw the question, does this movement even really care about black lives? Because it doesn't seem to. It doesn't seem to. Especially when you could see photos, you know, they say they have 1,000 words, right? You can see images and videos of angry white people under the name of Black Lives Matter yelling racial slurs, horrible racial slurs at black officers simply for being black and an officer. Not asking for the story. Why did that black man or black woman choose to be an officer? Is there a story behind that? Did they want to do their part to maybe correct some of the wrongs in the police force? Did they want to do that? Anyway, I wanted to share my thoughts on this and talk about this. It's a good point. I think it's pretty probable that this thing is fake. It's a fake post, fake question. Sometimes I do that, right? It's a magazine, a place will do that. And I bet it's fake. I bet it's fake. But anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. You guys, ladies, take it easy.